coming to school, or before a day prior, or even an educator has a lot of issues. Okay, so it is very important that you give 5 minutes and emphasize within the school premises 5 minutes on mental health and mental well-being of the child and the educator. There are a lot of versions while we use it. There's a lot of different versions and different ways that can be done. Primarily, I would emphasize more on expressive way of doing it, using movement, using music, using colors. And 5 minutes is just, you are there, so you are not thinking about the past and the future, but you are in here and now. And when an educator is in here and now, when the child is in here and now, there is magic going to happen within the classroom. Okay, second important thing that is very important for parents, educators, that you allow the child to talk. And when I say allow the child to talk is, let's not be judgmental to what the child is sharing. It might be as stupid as what we feel. It might not be stupid for the child, because the child is expressing. And it's very important to give a very non-judgmental space to the child to share and to allow to talk. When the child will start having this space, he or she will understand that what are the things that he or she is facing, or that is cluttered there in the mind or bothered about, and that's how they will get an avenue. And it's important that educators also notice that if somebody needs help, to put them to the right person within the school premises or school premises. But a little more awareness on the educator side is certainly needed, and on the parent side as well.
Riddhi, can I just interrupt here? When you say outlets, and we talked about that the children are not sharing, so do you recommend a kind of a one-on-one sessions? Because in a school we have time issues with limited staff, time has to be finished. We already doing there's a lot of backlog to be done, or do you suggest a kind of a group therapy, things like we have, we see the Alcoholics Anonymous kind of group settings. So what would work, and can our teachers equipped with the skills to manage this kind of, it's a very delicate thing to try and manage this. So or do you think it should be handled only by the professionals?
No, the professional should be equipping the educators as well. It's a question of 5 minutes in the class. A simple activity like when a child comes to the class, we start our day with prayers. Okay, I understand that prayers are very important, but before that, there are a lot of other things which can be done. It's just a music can be on, a shake off can be done. While a child shake offs, let me connect it with, have you ever seen an animal been knocked off, or some dust has been thrown, or the mitti has been thrown on an animal, and the animal is there on the road? What the animal does, it gets up, shakes off his body and starts moving. That's exactly what we have to teach a child, right? That how to shake off the thing, move on, which is what expressive art teaches. And even educators, this is support. The educators need to be equipped, because if they are not equipped, they will not understand where the support needs to be given. Then the professional comes into picture, because where it's one-to-one or where it's one-to-group, that can be managed. But yes, educators need to be well equipped about these things. And it's small things.